So the next calculations that we'll be doing will be looking into that. I would like us to just maybe do 2 examples, and then we'll continue with power factor correction in the methods of power factor correction. Let's look at the 2 examples. If we go to page number 244 of your textbook, Electrotechnics by S.A. Chattakun. That's the book that we are using in class. Electrotechnics by S.A. Chattakun. If we go to page number 244, let's just look at the example here. We are told that a swimming pool pump, which is rated at 0.75 kilowatts, runs for 4 hours per day and 20 days per month. Now, calculate the number of units of energy used by the pump for the month. Secondly, calculate the cost to run the particular pump, and they gave you the values on the table, right? So the consumer or the domestic consumer has a swimming pool and it has a pump that is running at 0.7 kilowatt hours, right? So let us then see how we can do it. We need to first collect our data. So let us see the given data, and we can then be able to do the calculation. Right? We'll take the exercises also. So they gave us that the total power that is drawn by the pump, or the total power of the pump, is equal to 0.75 kilowatts. That's the rating of the pump. Yeah? If I wanted to know the power ratings of this machine, it means I go to the nameplate of this air conditioner. I'll check how much this is drawing. Then I should be able to do the calculation with how much I'm going to pay. And then they said to us, this pump will run for 4 hours per day. So the total hours is equal to 4. And in 20 days, so we can say total days is equal to 20. And then the next question says calculate the total energy. What is energy? Energy is kilowatt hours. Remember, when it's just kilowatts, we refer to that as power. Once you multiply that by the time, then it's energy. We said, if you remember, we said that E is equal to PT by N1. Energy is power multiplied by time. So the moment you multiply by time, then you get the energy. So the first step is for you to calculate the total energy that is consumed by your system. So if I look at this, they say for 20 days, I turn this thing on only for 4 hours. So the total time will be how much? Total time is then equal to 20 days multiplied by 4 hours per day. And this will give me 80 hours. So it means in 1 month, I will run this machine for 80 hours. But the question is asking, what is the energy? I need to calculate the energy, which is my power multiplied by the time. So this means that the energy E is then equal to PT, which is equal to 0.75 multiplied by the time, which is 80. And if you punch that in your calculator, you should get the same as 60 kilowatt hours. So that's the energy that you use. When you buy electricity, the electricity units are given in kilowatt hours, not 10 the units or lower turn. They'll say, no, I got 5 kilowatt hours. So how they calculated is in this manner. Means if we are not 5 kilowatt hours, you won't be able to run this pump for the whole month, for the the 20 days. Now that you have that, then you can calculate the cost. To calculate the cost or the amount paid, they say it's X, which is the tariff that is specified, multiplied by your kilowatt hours. So now I'll continue here and say that the cost of running this pump is then equal to X amount, which is given by the regulator, multiplied by the energy, which is the kilowatt hours. And then they gave us the X value. If we check on page number 243, the table there, they say for domestic consumers, the unit per kilowatt hour is 187.61 cents. So this is 187.61 cents multiplied by our energy here, multiplied by 60 kilowatt hours. And if you punch that in your calculator, then you can see that the total cost to run this meter per month will be equal to 11256.60 cents. Then you need to convert that to rands. How do you convert from cents to rand? You divide by, is it 1,000 or 100? I think it's 100, isn't it? You'll end up at, in terms of rands, at 112 rand 57 cents. So this is just showing you how much you pay. If you were to say to operate this pump for 20 days and I keep the pump on for 4 hours in a month, I would pay, it will cost you in 20, this times are from 2020 to 20, from 2019 to 2020. So it costed me 112 rand 57 cents. This is just one pump. You can imagine if you are running multiple things like your lights, right, at home, like your fans and your stove. I'm sure it grows a lot, right? So that is how you calculate it. But let us then look at the 1 year industrial, or the one that has the maximum demand included in it. How do we calculate the power there? So look at the example again and do the calculation there. So you see the companies actually do pay more than we pay at home. Because till I home just pay for this. The companies have to also pay for the KVA, the MMT. So if we again look at the example, it says an industrial consumer used 41,600 units of energy during the metering period, and the maximum demand meter recorded 325 kVA. Now using that table, calculate the consumer's electricity bill for that particular month. So we need to first write the information that is given to us. This time around, they gave you the units, and I said to you, units must say so. If you look at this will refer it to as energy, or sometimes you can call it the unit of energy. So they gave you the units already this time around. We don't have to calculate. So the units is equal to 41,600 kilowatt hours. Then the maximum demand meter, MMD meter, now read 325 kVA. And then obviously, if you look at this equation, it has two variables, x and y. I said these two values are always given to you, right, by the energy regulator. Right? So x, if we go to our table, to our previous table, x is given as 123.10 cents, and we must check. If you look at the table, you will see that the energy charge for domestic and for industrial is not the same. Ne? The one for domestic is a bit higher than the one for industrial. This will be industrial is still going to charge them on the maximum demand, on the energy. So the Y is then equal to 193.28, and this is in rands per kVA, right? And if I look at the cost equation for industries, cost is always equal to X multiplied by the kilowatt hours plus Y multiplied by the kVA, by the kVA. So what is the substitute? X is 1, 2, 3, 10, and cents. Please make sure that you are able to convert so that you work with rands. You must work with 1 unit. Because answer to them, if you add cents and rands, your answer might be not very wrong. Right? Plus, they gave us Y to be, now Y is given in rands. And this is given in cents. This is given in cents. We have to multiply this by our units, which is 41,600. Plus, now the Y value is 193.28 multiplied by, always use brackets to separate your way, multiplied by the meter reading, which is 325 kVA. Right? You do that, I said to you, be careful not to convert the cents to rand. Look at the conversion. You can look it up on Google. Right? Look at the conversion to convert the cents to rand, and if you do that, you end up at 114025.60. So this is the total amount that the company will pay just to run this particular plant. Alright, so that is that. But then I said to you, if we go back again, I go back to the power triangle like this, where I have my true power here, I have my apparent power here, and I have my relative power here, and I've got my regulator there. We're saying if the power factor is poor, or if this value theta, because of this value, is anything less than 1, it means it's a poor power factor, we need to correct it. So there are 3 things that we can do to correct our power factor. And again, mark this is important. Power factor correction, may ask you, there's 3 things that you can do. So for you to correct the power factor, you can firstly add what is called, you can use phase enhancers. 2, you can use capacitor banks. And 3, lastly, you can use synchronous machines. Well, they say that you can use synchronous condensers or synchronous motors. But if you write in the exam and say synchronous machines, you will get it right. Or you can just say synchronous condensers. So you can use synchronous condensers. Alright, so it's these 3 things. These are the 3 remedies for a poor power factor. Or these are the 3 things that you can use to correct a poor power factor alongside with your load and your supply. Firstly, you can use phase advancers, right? And secondly, you can use capacitor banks. And lastly, you can use the synchronous condensers. We'll focus mostly in this chapter, we'll focus on the capacitor banks. We'll focus on the capacitor banks. All the calculations that we'll be doing will be based on the capacitor banks. Right? All the calculations that we'll be doing will be based on the on that. When it comes to phase advancers, there's a definition in your book. They say a phase advancer is an AC exciter that is mounted on the shaft of an induction motor and it is connected to the rotor, to the motor's rotor circuit for power factor correction. Maybe if I do get a chance, I will download the short video on YouTube that I can just show you on the phone how the phase condenser work, how the phase advancer work. But if you look at the second diagram, they show to you, they won't ask you this one. They show you there on page number 246. The most important one that we will be looking at, I said it's the use of capacitor banks as a means to correct the power factor. So let us then look at the particular concept and see how it works. See, these ones, they have a lot of calculations. The calculations are quite long, especially when we come to multiple loads. You will see that the calculations are quite long. But if you remember from here, then you should be able to continue with it. So let's say, for example, I've got a load of this nature, like this, takes this shape, and I then installed my capacitor banks. Obviously, installing the capacitor bank will reduce this angle theta, meaning that my original setup will be something like this, where you have your S there. But if I reduce this maybe to a smaller angle, maybe let's say if this was say 80 degrees and I reduce it to 20 degrees, which is somewhere there. So let's call this one now theta 2, which is somewhere there. You can see, do you see that I have reduced the size of my S by just changing that angle theta there? So you reduce the S value, I'm saying right now. But the evidence is basically seen here. Look here, I've got from here to here, I've got a Q. Let's call it Q1 or Q original. From here to here, I've got a Q original. But after I've inserted my capacitor banks and improved my power factor, I will have a smaller Q value, Q2. Do you see that now? I've reduced this Q from that size to that particular small size. So that is the essence of the calculations, and that is what we will be trying to do. By all means, you want to reduce the time. If you can see, the power factor correction doesn't affect the true power. The true power is still remaining the same. The only things that you change is your S and your Q. You have S1 here, and now you have S2 there. But your P is still the same. So it means I've changed my power factor from this big theta 1 to a smaller theta 2. Right, I've reduced it by inserting capacitors in series, or shall I say capacitors in parallel with my load. So the connection then will be determined by your particular application. They do show just a second diagram of this setup, where you have the supply now and your load. In between there, in series with that, you connect the capacitor bank. We must be careful. We've got 3-phase loads and we've got single-phase loads. Single-phase loads, for example, in our normal operation in the buildings, we have single-phase loads. But if you go to industries, you find that they've got 3-phase loads. So you have, now for single-phase load, they say 2 or more identical capacitors can be connected in series or parallel to each other. Now for a three-phase load in a plant, then identical capacitors are connected in series or parallel to each other, and then the combination is either connected in star or delta. You do remember that three-phase loads have three-phase system with two methods of connection, delta or star. Now, the star or delta connection will definitely have an effect on your calculations. We will see that when we do the calculations. Alright, so now let us just make a simple calculation or a simple example calculation where we are trying to correct the power factor so that we can reduce this value. And then I think that will be the end of our lesson for today. And tomorrow we look at how we build up capacitor banks, especially for three-phase.